There is a saying, cash is king, and I didn't really understand it growing up. I grew up being really good at thinking the world is going to end and we should save and scurry it away.
I know for me, 10 years ago, I didn't know anything about my finances because I really didn't have a lot of money. I didn't want to look and I would avoid it like the plague.
I understand that that's not how everyone's grown up. You've probably had more, different ranges of childhoods, and a lot of way that we deal with money reflects in our money story. But what is really, really important and what has given me a lot of peace with my personal finances is this idea of having 3 to 6 months of life savings just put somewhere aside, not in like a stock market fund, not in real estate, not in something that's growing. Like that money is there not to grow, but to like cover my backside if anything happens. What I did is I figured out, what is my mortgage of my house? How much do I spend on food? What keeps the lights on, like electricity? Like what's just the bare minimum that if I lost my job or if my business failed and I was not making a single dollar, having that fund or saving is really important. And it doesn't have to be 6 months of your salary. I think people get that confused. Just 6 months of what you would spend, your kind of burn rate, your personal burn rate as an individual rather than as a company.
I think that's so smart. And one thing me and my husband did a couple of years ago was actually create a spreadsheet of our burn rate. And we've kept that updated our entire marriage. It's really good to see what your burn rate is so you can make those decisions. How much do we have to invest? How much do we have to play with? But also a big thing that you can do when you pay attention to that is avoid lifestyle creep, which I think is such a big thing to look at when you are, especially if you're an entrepreneur, especially if you're in our industry and you might be in a really fast growing business. I've seen lifestyle creep be the reason that people have these amazing businesses on paper and nothing in the bank.